Father, I want to thank you for this day of life, this opportunity to meet here this morning and do the people's business. Father, thank you for being with us during this recent ice storm, and help us, Father, to appreciate those that were out risking life and limb and helping us get our power restored and back to some sort of normalcy. Father, thank you for the tribe, for their support, and the groups that came over and helped us. Father, it's sometimes we forget how blessed we are as a tribe, as a nation. Go with us through this meeting this morning. Be with our chairperson. Be with each member. Bless us with wisdom and knowledge that we'll do good work for our people. And Father, for those that are sick and afflicted, I pray for them this morning. Be with the leaders of our country and help us, Father, to do good work for our people. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Be seated, please. Roll call, please, Sue.
Curtis Snell.
Here.
Chris Soaps.
Here.
Bill England.
Here.
Bill John Baker.
Here.
Jack Baker.
Here.
Harley Buzzard.
Here.
Julia Coates. Here. Bradley Cobb.
Aye.
Joe Crittenden.
Here.
Jody Fishinghawk. Mary Fraley. Here. Janelle Fulbright. Here. Don Garvin. Chuck Hoskin Jr. Tana Glory Jordan. Present. David Thornton. Kara Callan Watts. Honey. John Masters.
Who?
We do have one.
I'd like to have approval for the minutes of the January 12th regular session.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. We'll move on into our reports now. The management resources, Jack Farmer.
Good morning, Councilor Snell. Good morning, councilors. It's my privilege to appear before you on behalf of the Management Resource Group to give our report. We previously mailed the report to you. The only additions that I have is I want to commend our emergency management staff and our natural resource department on the outstanding job that they did during the ice storm and helping the services to our communities and our Cherokee citizens and to our county representatives. So they did an outstanding job, so we owe them a real thank you for that.
Do we have any questions for Jack? Yes, Jody.
What was the cost of the group leaders pond, or what's the cost of it so far? Were you redoing that over there?
I don't have that number, but I'd be happy to get that for you.
Please.
Okay?
Would you also have it sent to everybody?
Yes. Jack, would you have that sent to the full council, all the council members?
I will.
Thank you.
And one more. I was wanting to tell Angela and Michael and Claudia while I'm here, I can't see. Thank you all for helping what you all do with Adair County, and I'm gathering up the chainsaws and everything and bringing them back. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Would you?
Oh, no.
Any more questions, Jack? Thank you, Mr. Farmer.
Thank you.
Moving on, we have real estate, Linda Donaldson.
Good morning. I believe you have my report as well. One instance that we were working on that we mentioned was a access in Delaware County that a Ronnie Swigger had wanted an easement there, and we are currently working on that to see if we can't get the adjoining landowner to do the easement instead of us having to do it. So hopefully by time next meeting comes around, we may have something resolved on this issue. And we'll probably let him continue to drive across our land, but we need to get this worked out really good. So So that's my report, other than the fact that we do have 9 units that we are doing new bids on because they were returned back in, and we are rebidding those, and the bids will be opened on March 3rd.
Yes.
Linda, would you care to send all of us a copy of that on our Blackberries, the ones that are being bid out?
Okay, I'll send that to you. Okay.
Yes, Mr. Rogers.
Linda, I've had and I think Curtis and Chris Hope had a call from Mr. Alberti over in Broken Arrow. I think, if I remember right, he has 2 parcels of land, 2 10-acre tracts there that are in and around Kenwood. I believe one of those is landlocked, and he's requested some help on getting them. I'm wondering, do you recall him coming in and talking to you about those?
No, I don't, but
I'll have to go back home and look at my notes, and I'll email you those. But I believe on 1 10 acres, he's requesting an easement to get to that property.
okay.
And Mr. Alberti is I think he's almost full-blood Cherokee, and I really wouldn't see a problem with giving him an easement to get to that as long as it's in his name instead of his name. But the other 10 acres, I think what he's wanting to do is switch some of that. So we'll have to get the legal description and look at that. I don't know if that's feasible to do or not. But
Well, if you will just get with us, then we'll look at his situation
Okay.
and see what we can do.
I'll email you that, the information, his legal description on the thing there.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Sheriff.
Any more questions for Linda?
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Townsend. Roads and Transportation, Michael Lynn.
Good morning, Mr. Chair. Good morning, Council. I do believe you have my report this month. I think last month there was a little confusion, but I do believe you have it this month. The only thing that I would like to add that may not be in the report is that we've been working diligently on getting our inventory process complete, as due to the BIA in mid-March, March 15th to be exact. I think that falls on Sunday. We're going to be getting it turned in on the Friday before that. We do have a resolution on the agenda today that we'll discuss later. We're looking at adding or updating some existing inventory, about a little over 460 miles of road that would either be added to our inventory or update the roads that we already have on our inventory. And when we update a road project that's on our inventory, that means that either the surface condition has changed over time or some characteristic about that road has changed over the years that it's been on the system. So I just wanted to explain that. I'll be glad to answer any questions you have about my report.
Do you have any questions for Michael? Councilman Baker.
Yeah, under Cherokee County projects, you've got Hulbert Lost City project 91% complete, but has been placed on hold. What's that?
It's been placed on hold because of priorities that's came about, and mainly the stimulus efforts that have been put forth. We've had a lot of anticipation on stimulus projects. I think there'll be a report given to the council at a later time on that from administration.
On hold, waiting for the stimulus, or on hold?
On hold because of the work being done to get projects ready for the stimulus funding.
Okay. So the engineers are tied up.
Yes, that's about what it boils down to, yes.
Okay, but you're 91% there on that project.
Yeah, and that is supposed to be 1%.
And then the second thing is, I know it's a little later on, but you're adding to the roads, and obviously Adair County has a bunch of them. They don't need it. So you need to, county commissioners don't want it.
Yeah, that's right.
Harley was the first one to ask for it.
Right.
Any more questions for Michael? Yes, sir.
I'm just surprised, Michael. I think in Delaware County, I just bet we have all those roads in on the Kenwood Reserve area down there, don't we? We're not showing that many on it.
Yeah, this is just going to be what we're either adding or updating. I can get you a list of the projects, or even on a map format, if you'd like, showing the roads that we have on our inventory for all years, if you'd like.
And this year was 468 miles. What makes our total mileage now, do you remember?
I don't know right offhand, Jack. Do you? Okay, I don't have that information right offhand, but I can get that.
I'd like to see the mileage of Delaware County, Delaware and Ottawa County. I didn't see any in Ottawa County on here. I may have not seen one.
I don't think there is any.
But I know the situation up there, but anyway, I'd like to see the total road mileage on those two counties, if you would.
Okay.
Thank you, Chair.
Ms. McCoy.
Michael, is there some provision somewhere on some list for reworking Mud Valley Road? And then the Menard Road that goes on over the hill to the 62 highway?
That road, I believe, the Mud Valley Road, I believe, is already on our existing inventory, so it won't be listed in here
Okay.
unless we've updated it or made a change to it as far as the data goes. The Menard Road, I'm not certain if it's on our inventory or not. I'd have to check.
What is on this list?
Is it on this
Yeah,
list,
what
or
number?
did I miss it?
Uh,
Okay, 938, that might be it, Menard Road.
Okay,
right
yeah,
there.
okay. Then it's either going to be added or it's already on there and we've made a change to it, one of the two.
so there's 9 miles, so.
That would be about 9 miles from 51 to 62, wouldn't it? It's in really bad shape.
Is
I
it?
noticed the other day, we drove it and it's almost all Cherokee, all the way through there.
Okay. I'll look at it and see where it ranks out on our prioritization.
It's just falling in on that mountain.
Councilman Thornton.
Michael, would you check to see if that White Mission Road is on there? It goes down South Salt Creek Park.
Okay.
to Mission Park.
I would think that it would be, but I'll verify for sure and get back with you.
Any more questions for Michael? Thank you, Michael.
Thank y'all.
Environmental Program, Ryan Tolson. Tom Elkins.
We're interchangeable. Good afternoon. You have a report in front of you, so I won't go over much of that. Just to say that, excuse me, got a little something still in my chest. Our radon program, as you'll see, we've got through well over 100% of where we estimated where we would be. We've actually had to buy a lot more radon analysis kits than what we started out with. We get some of those free from the EPA, but there's been a lot of requests for that, so we purchased, seemed like 100 more of them, just in case, because we've been getting so many requests for them. And that's a good thing. We've got a lot of data from that, and in fact, that data carries into some other programs that we're doing, risk assessments for people's health. And so we want to get as many of those as people request. We want to do as many of those as we can. Outside of this report, we have that report that I've been doing for our green initiatives. I didn't get anything put in our report, but we did purchase a bulb crusher that crushes these 4 and 8 foot fluorescent bulbs. So instead of storing those up or having those taken off, that crushes those. It reclaims the gas that was in there, the mercury and things that was on that, and we can recycle that glass and that metal. So we've got that. It's not in use right now. We purchased it, and we're trying to get it sited over here at one of our buildings at the complex, so all the satellite places can bring their bulbs in. We did want to get something that can handle those compact fluorescents, because we're encouraging folks to use those, but we haven't found anything that could do that. If we did that, we'd offer that as a service out to the communities for folks to get rid of those instead of just dumping them in the trash. But if we can find something like that, we'll add on to that and start offering that service out to the communities. But we don't have that yet. We have got a proposal back from a contractor to do some collection of our recyclables. We haven't made a decision on that. We just got that back. Seemed like Friday. It might have been this weekend. But we just got that, so we're evaluating that, and we'll be putting that into play in the next coming weeks. But if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer those.
Yes, Mr. Silk?
It's, Mr. Elkins, this is, recently I saw we're on a plan that, there's a, I think it was an old nursing home over there, in the local community, and I'm just curious as to the status of that, that it's set up for, I believe, demo, and what things do you have to do, or review, or is that property ready to go at this point?
That would be something for Mr.
Okay, but you don't have to do any type of environmental review or anything like that? in
We
order
check,
for us to,
depending, if we're asked, we look at asbestos or for that type of thing, for lead or anything like that. Not on that,
It's
no.
not on your radar, is any follow-up or anything to get that?
Not on that. Oh, we don't know yet.
Action. Okay, thank
I
you.
haven't heard anything.
Any more questions for Mr. Elkins?
Thank you.
Tom? Move on down to old business. Number one is Cherokee Watts.
I think that that's already been addressed for this month, but thank you for allowing next month for Bobby Deere from Cherokee Recycling to come and present on Recycling 101 and the potential demand for recycling that we could, the impact we could have at the tribe. And that'll be next month, right?
Number two on old business, Councilman Crittenden.
Mr. Chair, last time I think there was some concern that this might involve in some way that mutual help home down by the community center there in Bell. And it's my understanding that it doesn't include that, and so without any further reservation, I move for approval of this.
Second.
Move to second. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Moving down to new business. Number one, new business, Cherokee Watts.
I would like to move for the approval of the application for trust for the Taiwan community building acreage, which is almost 9 acres in Rogers County. And Meredith seconded, I think I heard that.
Move to second. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carried. Item number two, Cherokee Watts.
Yes, so I apologize, I forgot my book, so I'm borrowing bills. Yeah, he's renting it to me. He'll put the money in general fund now, I think. So, I'd like to move for this, grant application for general assistance. Second.
We got a second on that?
Yes, it was Meredith.
Meredith. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, same? Motion carried. Item number three, Cherokee Watts.
I'd like to make a motion to approve for a new drinking water system at Kenwood.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Wait, let's hold this up. Yes, all right.
I got a question on this resolution. What does this all pertain to, Tom?
This is for, we did a proposal to the Environmental Protection Agency to fund some filters, some other things to upgrade their drinking water capacity at Kenwood. It seemed like it was $700,000-800,000. They said we don't have anywhere near that. Can you trim it down and still do a good project? We trimmed it down to 300, and I think it was 300 and some thousand, with no match on, 307. And we think it'll be funded. It's not part of this stimulus thing. We think it's something right now that we'll get. In fact, I was going to ask if we might move this to full council, because this is something kind of a speedy thing. If we can get it before all this stimulus thing, we'd like to.
Have you been in consultation with water and sanitation on what they're doing up there?
Oh, very much so. In fact, we work with Billy on this.
Thank you.
Does that need to be moved to full council tonight?
Yes, sir, if we might, I would ask that.
Now we'll read We have a motion and a second. All in favor of this bill?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. And we'll get that to full council tonight.
Thank you.
Resolution number 4. Michael, would you like to come forward and explain this?
The resolution that we have here before you, there was one in your packet this month. It has been since amended, a road name change. The road names and the route numbers are very important in our submittal. They've got to be accurate. The road characteristics did not change, just the name changed. It was on Willis Road 2. I think we had it called East Willis Road, and it changed to West Willis 2. That's the only change that's been made, but we need to be certain we're approving the one that was handed out today. And similar to the resolution you just approved, I would request that this be forwarded on to full council for consideration tonight, if possible.
Councilman Gloria.
The two roads that we previously discussed, the one that hooks up Stickross Mountain Road and the road that comes out at the school, would it be appropriate to add those to this, or is there another way of doing that?
Those are already on our inventory. I think you're thinking of Coffee Hollow.
Coffee Hollow
and Stick
hooks up
Ross.
Coffee Hollow and Stickross Mountain.
Yes, ma'am. Those would already be on our
And
inventory.
then what about the road that comes Black Valley?
Black Valley, I'm pretty sure, is already on our
So
system
those
as
two
well.
roads are on there?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Thank you, Michael. Are there any announcements? Our next meeting will be March the 16th at 4 o'clock. Move for adjournment.
Second.
Thank you.